Hi there and welcome to my channel. So I recently purchased some nail products from Born Pretty and wow, what a haul. So we have 2 stamping plates, a no-smudge top coat, 2 UV no-wipe matte top coats, 2 packets of soak-off finger caps, 1 top grade Chameleon pigment and some Chameleon Mermaid glitters. So the first stamping plate is L028 and it's this Russian inspired plate from the Harunouta range. For my swatches I've used my Starry Sky stamper and clear stamper along with my usual mixtures of stamping polishes. The clear stamper worked well with these little Russian dolls, which I think are so cute, and they would really come to life with some added colour too. The big Russian doll, I took 2 different swatches, and it's also where my money came from too. But overall this plate swatched really well and I love how everything came out. There is a great mixture of size and designs from all of these images. They are all outstanding. All of the images have a great amount of detail in them, and I think my favourite has to be that building. The amount of detail in that building swatch is just amazing. I love it. On to BPXL011, which is this Native American inspired plate. I love plates like this, full of so much character. There are 18 images which are ranging in size and full of wonderful detail. The long feathery image and the big spiral image, I took a few swatches, 3 from the feathery one and 4 from the spiral. It really shows that this plate has a lot to offer onto your manis. Again, I used my Starry Sky and clear stamper and they all picked up and transferred really well. And even with them having the amazing detail, nothing was missing. This is the second plate like this I own and I love them and I really like this mani. I used 3 different images of the feathers. I've already made another mani from this plate, so I think it's going to be one that's going to be used quite a bit. Onto some live swatches, and I'm also going to be showing you the Born Pretty no-smudge top coat in this part. It's a 10ml bottle. Now I've been testing this for about 3 or 4 weeks. I'm going to try to stamp on camera onto a pop stick and then I'm going to apply some top coat over the top. And for this swatch and the other swatches, I'm going to be using my Born Pretty black stamping polish along with my XL FabiNails stamper and scraper, and all of my swatches will be going onto the lint roller as always. So I'll start with BPXL011. As you can see, my swatch onto the pop stick isn't brilliant. This is why I use with the lint roller, but it's an okay image, so I'm now going to apply a layer of top coat. Now the one thing I noticed about this no smudge top coat was how much it reminded me of the Moyu London one. The Moyu London one and this one smell exactly the same. They feel exactly the same when dried, but this one is obviously a heck of a lot cheaper. If you've been watching my videos for the last 3 or 4 weeks, on the videos and on my Instagram manis, this has always been over the stamping, and I've tried it with quite a few different colours now. Up until the other day it hadn't smudged once, but I was doing a mani and I had stamped red and there's one finger that's got a slight smudging in it, but this top coat is absolutely amazing. I've also worked with it using making decals, and it makes brilliant top coat. It is very thin, so you have to be, they're like little tiny crispy bits, so you really have to be careful, but it works both with the top coat over stamping and decals. So I've already ordered another 2 bottles and they're already on the way to me. I would still probably put a glossy top coat over the top of this though, because I do find it a little bit on the rough side. Moving on to the pigments, so these first 2 are the Mermaid glitters. There should have been 3, but they sent 2 3s instead of number one. But they're really quite pretty glitters though. And yes, you guessed it, another top grade Chameleon pigment, GBP20. This is an amazing blue, it's just so pretty. So I'll be applying each of them to black and white pop sticks. These are 2 coats of gel polish cured and then top coat over the top. For the Mermaid glitters I've had to use a tacky top coat. No wipe does not work. And obviously for the Chameleon I've used the no wipe top coat. So these pop sticks are ready to go. So this is Mermaid glitter number 2, and as always with Born Pretty glitters, it comes with an eyeshadow applicator. But I'm going to use my brush. This is my preferred way of applying the glitters. So all I'm going to do is just dab the glitter onto the tacky layer. If you use normal nail polish, use foil adhesive to create that tacky layer. Then just brush away any excess. Now over white, I'm not sure how much you're going to be able to see, but it does make a white pop stick very, very sparkly pretty. The glitter itself is white with a slight shimmery sparkle. I think this definitely looks more prettier over black, but that's just me. Whenever I use glitters, I do try to use my glitter top coat. I like to have separate top coats for when I'm using the glitters, because even though I wipe my brush before putting it back into the bottle, I still get glitter in there. So now that I've top coated these, I'll cure these for 60 seconds and then I'll top coat later with the no wipe top coat. On to number 3 Mermaid glitter, and it's this coral colour with again shimmery sparkle. I'm going to use another brush to apply this. I've got a few of these brushes and I do like to keep everything separate, but you can apply glitters however you feel comfortable. So I'm just going to be doing the same again. I think I prefer number 3, as you can see it more than number 2, and I just love this one over black. I was, however, expecting more from these glitters. I think I was expecting a bit more of a wow factor from them, and I don't see that really. But they're really pretty glitters though. They're also really easy to use. Like I said, I did try it with the no wipe top coat and it just slides straight off. Doesn't work. So again, I'll be using my glitter top coat and curing that for 60 seconds, and then I'll be putting the no wipe top coat on later. I love these top grade Chameleon pigments. I think I've now got about 5 or 6 of them. But this time I'm going to try over white as well as black. Just recently I did the Chameleon flakies and I did them over black and white, and that's where this idea has come from. I just wanted to see if you could see a difference. I'll just be applying a small amount over the no wipe top coat, coated pop sticks. This blue is so pretty, and when I look at it, I think it would be fantastic for Christmas time manis. I'm thinking this with some snowflakes. I think it would look amazing. Now over the white you do get the same effect, but it is much lighter in colour. I think the pictures might show it a little better than the footage that you're viewing, but there is definitely a difference. To finish them, I'll just be adding a layer of no wipe top coat and curing in my lamp for 60 seconds. The gel matte top coat and the soakie caps, I'm not featuring them in this video. I've already done a video on the matte top coat, the UV gel matte top coat, and you can find this in my Born Pretty playlist. And the soakies, I've only used them once, so I want to use them again before I do a video on them, but they'll have their own separate video. First impressions, I really do quite like them. So I'll leave all the product information in the description box. So I hope you've enjoyed this swatch and review haul. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and I would love it if you could subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to come over and follow me on Instagram at GlitterShineNails. So until next time, happy stamping and bye!